From Red Wilson Field in Yarmouth, Massachusetts, it's a battle of two high-powered offenses on a gorgeous Tuesday evening here in Yarmouth. Gabe, Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah, Karp. It's the 9-7-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 9-6-1 Y-D Red Sox today. These two teams in opposite divisions. Wareham 9-7-1, first place in the West. Y-D 9-6-1, third place in the East, as the East continues to be the better division here in the CCBL. But despite these two teams being high-powered offenses, we'll look back at last night for both of these teams. We'll start with the Gatemen. The bats just didn't show up.
No, one of their worst offensive performances of the season. They managed 7 hits, but only 1 run across, and that 1 run came in the first inning. Braden Ward showing off his speed, stole 2 bases, and ran to first base after a drop third strike, and that looked like it set the tone. Obviously, he came around to score after Darren Baker singled him home. But after that, the Gatemen were pretty much silent the rest of the game. And Bourne's pitching staff is one of the best in the CCBL. It's a big reason why they have 6 wins this season, despite having one of, if not the worst offense in the entire CCBL. Bourne's pitching staff lived up to the billing yesterday because Mac Lardner was unbelievable.
And the Gatemen now, after 3 games in which they scored 28 runs, their last 3 games they've only scored 5 runs combined. At what point does it become a concern that the best offense in the league, and numbers-wise, despite the 3-game struggle, still the best offense in the league, at what point does this become a concern like, hey, Wareham can't put up runs?
I don't think it's much of a concern at this point because you look at the numbers and they're still statistically one of the best offensive, if not the best offense in the CCBL. The batting average, 277, still tops by a wide margin in the CCBL. They still have struck out the fewest, 114. They have drawn the fewest walks, which is a bit concerning, but that doesn't mean they can't get on base. 150 hits this season is also the most in the CCBL by a wide margin. This is a very good contact hitting team. They know how to get on base. It's just a matter of stringing those hits together in the same inning to produce runs. That's what they had trouble with when they were in Orleans, when they got shut out in back-to-back games. That's what they had trouble with yesterday in the last few games. I'm not too concerned about the offense right now, but if it continues, maybe we'll see a bit of a lineup shakeup.
You look at that 6-1 loss, there's not many bright spots from it, but one of those bright spots, Cam Guangarena.
Cam Guangarena snapped out of a 1-for-18 skid, an 0-for-13 skid with a 2-for-3 night. It was a positive. He did strike out, but it was a positive, and maybe that'll move him a little bit forward. He sat a night off, so maybe to gather his head, and you know, he had a good night behind the plate. He just didn't have a whole lot of production around him, and so you know, we'll see. He's not in the lineup tonight, but we'll see if that leads to future success for Mr. Cam.
The only run of the game for Wareham, an RBI single by Darren Baker, who also had a 2-hit night, and Baker was just 3-for-22 in his previous 6 games before last night. He's a guy that you didn't think would stay in a slump for long, but it's nice to see him get a couple of hits.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was somebody who at the beginning of the season was the guy you relied on at the top of the order to get on base, to get those hits, to get singles, sometimes doubles. He actually had a triple early in the season. Darren Baker was that consistent hitter, and then all of a sudden, perhaps, you know, out of nowhere, he just started to struggle. He did tweak his hamstring a little bit a week or so ago, and that kept him out a few games. But, you know, he's back in the lineup, and just the bat has gone a little bit pedestrian at the moment. But, you know, he's somebody who I'm not too concerned about, and the guy's still batting .311 this season. He's still, you know, in the top 20 in batting average in the CCBL. He's still a good hitter you want in the number 2 spot.
Wareham at Y-D today. These Y-D Red Sox beat Wareham back on the 2nd game of the season, but a lot has changed in the last couple of weeks. Again, Y-D 9-6-1, tied for 2nd in the Eastern Division. Wareham 9-7-1, but first place in the Western Division. This is a Y-D team who lost 15-1 last night at Chatham.
Yeah, not the score you want. But you know, it's sometimes you need that as like almost a look in the mirror type of game, and at the very least, I mean, it saved some arms out of the pen, right? In close games, you want to put guys in who you know can at least keep the margin tight or maybe shut the door. And in a blowout game, you get to put some position players on the mound. And guys like Drew Swift got an opportunity, gave up a home run, but ended up striking out 3, which is pretty impressive for a position player.
Riley Tirada, who's not in the lineup tonight for Y-D, also a position player, came in, got a strikeout in his one little pitching appearance there. It was a weird night for Y-D at Chatham. That stopped a stretch in which they had won 5 of 6 games. You look at the offensive numbers of these two teams. We mentioned Wareham has the best batting average in the league. Y-D second in the league with a .256 average. Y-D second in the league in hits as well, right behind Wareham. This is a team that can hit the ball, and we saw it earlier this season at Y-D.
Yeah, Y-D, that was one of the other games this season where you kind of questioned, okay, what is this offense that Wareham maybe has or doesn't have? Because Y-D put up a show, and Wareham didn't really show up on the offensive side in that game, and it was a home game that wasn't home for Wareham. It was over at BC High. But, you know, Y-D did impress early on, and, you know, we'll see.
It's going to be the Wareham Gatemen against the Y-D Red Sox today. Both teams 9 wins. We're going to take a short break here in the Gatemen Pregame Show, and we'll keep breaking it down for you. Addison Van Patten's going to have an interview for us. Javik Blake, Ryan LeMay, our beat writer, they're going to go around the Cape. So stick it right here, and we'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based Y-D Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit ydmakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Back here at Red Wilson Field in Yarmouth, Massachusetts. It's the 9-7-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 9-6-1 Y-D Red Sox. Both teams high-powered offenses, but got slowed down last night. Both teams coming off of losses. 6-1 at Bourne for the Gatemen, 15-1 at Chatham for Y-D. We're going to keep breaking this one down for you. And right now, Addison Van Patten has Koi Cobb for our pregame interview.
Thanks, guys. Addison Van Patten here with Koi Cobb. Now, Koi, you were the only pitcher in yesterday's game to allow 0 runs. Tell me how you think your outing went.
It was solid. I just focused on attacking with the fastball and then throwing good quality off-speed pitches late in the counts to get outs, mixing some change-ups there, but living low with the fastball and attacking the zone really helped out.
Now, you only pitched 14 pitches yesterday. Does Jim have you on a short rest, or what are his plans for you?
I'll end up pitching tomorrow, too, so I'll throw every other day. That way it's consistent. We can get everything in a good routine.
Now, you had a nice velo since we've seen you so far this summer, a strong command. You topped out, touched 93 yesterday with that 2-seam. You also threw in that curveball, like you said. What have you changed so far since you've been at UT?
Just keeping more calm, not trying to overthrow too much, and staying within myself and using with what I've got.
What is your game day routine before pitching? Now, I saw yesterday when you knew you were going in second that you weren't hanging out with the guys playing hacky sack. You were sitting by yourself. What do you do before a game day?
I usually just try to get my head right and make sure everything's in order, make sure I have everything I need, and just start to get mentally prepared even before I get physically prepared. So I just like to be ready and prepare well.
Now, something that you've been notorious for so far this year is your interview antics. You seem to be in the back of every single interview I've done so far, with bushes, with waving at fake fans. What is the reason for that, and are you having fun this summer so far?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I love these guys. Every day is something new. But, yeah, it's a lot of fun. You gotta wave to the fans behind the camera. They matter, too.
And what is the number one thing you're going to take away from the summer in the Cape and bring back to UT with you next year?
Just to have fun playing baseball. At the end of the day, it's a game, and it runs out. You only have a certain amount of years, certain amount of days, certain amount of pitches, so enjoy every one of them.
All right, well, thank you for chatting with me and sending it back to you guys.
That was Addison van Patten with Koi Cobb, and a lot of interesting nuggets in that interview. Cobb, of course, pitched an inning yesterday for Wareham. It was his best appearance for the Gatemen. No runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout in that inning. I liked how he talked about having fun. He talked about just wanting to enjoy baseball and bring it back to Texas. You've only got a certain number of years playing this game. And like I said, he had his best appearance of the season last night.
It was his best appearance of the season. Only went the single inning, but was the only pitcher yesterday. He didn't give up a run. So that's a positive. He struck out a batter. He did walk a batter, but was able to work around that walk, which was encouraging. So, Koi having a good outing, maybe that's a sign of things to come.
And again, he hit 93 yesterday with that fastball, the highest he's hit, in his career. He did not hit 93 at Texas and got that fastball up there, so improving as well is Koi Cobb. Okay, we're going to take one more break before Javik Blake and Ryan LeMay take you around the Cape here on the Gatemen Pregame Show.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
Welcome back to Red Wilson Field at the beautiful campus of Dennis Yarmouth High School. Home of the Y-D Red Sox for tonight's game as the Wareham Gatemen take on the Y-D Red Sox, and a beautiful night for baseball. Welcome inside Around the Cape segment here on the Gatemen Pregame Show on GBN. I'm Javik Blake alongside Ryan LeMay. We'll break down everything you missed yesterday across the Cape, and 3 good games, in fact, across the Cape, and then what to look for tonight. 4 good games as well on tap.
Yeah, some great games of baseball last night. Let's just jump right into it.
Let's jump right into it indeed. Katuitt and Hyannis. No one thought this would be the game of the night yesterday, but look what happened. It ended up being one for the ages and maybe the best one of the season. Bo Hofstra getting the win, Tyler Drabick getting the loss for Hyannis as Katuitt won that 190.
Yeah, this game was a roller coaster of emotions. Hyannis was up 1-0, and then Katuitt scored 6 unanswered runs. Hyannis went on to score 5 runs in the 8th inning to make it 8-7, and then Araj Anu hit a go-ahead home run in the 8th inning to give Katuitt the 9-8 win. What a game. I mean, you got to love watching baseball like that in the Cape.
And what a game indeed, and you got to think at Lowell Park, July 4th weekend, that place was packed to begin with. When Araj Anu hit that home run, I can only imagine the cheers he got from that Lowell Park crowd.
Yeah, Katuitt has a great ballpark, and I can't imagine the things they were cheering when Araj Anu hit that go-ahead home run. So really good for him and good for Katuitt. They've been a great team to watch so far.
And another great team to watch as well, Orleans. They beat Falmouth 3-1 last night. Noah Skiro got the win, Justin Robleski got the loss, and Jeffrey Palm getting the save.
Yeah, I mentioned yesterday in the pregame show that I was really looking forward to seeing Noah Skiro on the mound, and he delivered. I mean, he went 5 innings. He had 9 strikeouts, only walking 3 batters and allowing 2 hits. I mean, Orleans pitching staff, what else can you say about these guys? They have been nothing short of phenomenal. They have really changed the landscape of the league so far with how well they've played.
And phenomenal indeed. And it wasn't just Noah Skiro doing his job last night. The entire Orleans pitching staff last night, 15 strikeouts, 4 walks, 5 hits. That's a recipe for success right there.
Yeah, I feel like any hitter going against any of the Orleans pitchers right now has to be pretty scared of things because it is very hard to get a hit off this Orleans pitching staff.
And you guys heard Gabe and Jonah talk about this in the pregame show just a few minutes ago. But Chatham, they beat Y-D 15-1 last night. Colby Kubicek getting the win. Carlos Lamelli getting the loss.
Yeah, Y-D did not do a lot of things right last night. Offensively, defensively, Chatham just outclassed them in every aspect of the game. And I mean, Jamal O'Ginn, we've mentioned him before in the pregame show and around the Cape. He's been a force for Chatham this season. He is a very good player. And Chatham had 4 home runs last night. Caden Polkovich had one. Paxton Wallace and Ben Ramirez all had home runs. So a very dominant performance from Chatham. And this is a good chance for Y-D to bounce back tonight against the Wareham.
And the interesting thing about Jamal O'Ginn, he went 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs, but no home runs, just a double and a single. But a big night for him, and he's hoping to continue that tonight for the Chatham Anglers, hoping to get into first place, leap over Orleans in the standings. But we look ahead to tonight in the first game on tap at 5 o'clock in Lowell Park, which should be a packed house. Tonight, it's the Bourne Braves at 6-9, third in the Western Division, take on the Cotuit Cavaliers, who are 8-7-2, second in the West. Harrison Rutkowski starting for Bourne. For Cotuit, it's Joseph Nahas.
Yeah, this may be the game of the night. If Cotuit and Bourne both play like they did last night, we are in for an absolute treat because Bourne was fantastic pitching-wise. I mean, Gatemen had no answer for the pitching staff of Bourne, and as for Cotuit, we saw what their offense did against Hyannis. So it's a clash of giants here, so we're looking forward to it.
Harrison Rutkowski looking for his first win of the season. Same thing for Joseph Nahas. But we move from there to Arnie Allen Diamond in Falmouth at 6 o'clock tonight. The Brewster Whitecaps at 8-7-1, fourth in the Eastern Division, take on the 5-7-1 Falmouth Commodores. They are in fourth in the West. That game starts at 6 o'clock in Falmouth. Daniel Harper goes for Brewster. Nick Nastrini goes for Falmouth.
We've sung some high praise of the Brewster lately. They've been a very talented roster, and they had a nice off day yesterday, so they're going to look to get back in the win column tonight. But, I mean, they have an 8-7-1 record, and they're only in fourth place in the Eastern Division. I think that's just a testament to how strong the Eastern Division is, how strong it is this season. And, I mean, they got to start winning some games if they want to compete in that division, it seems like.
Very true. And talking about that Eastern Division, the Eastern versus Eastern matchup tonight, the only one on tap tonight will be the Harwich Mariners playing host to the Chatham Anglers. That one starts at 6:30 at White House Field. R.J. Dabovich getting the start for Chatham. And for Harwich, it's Connor McCullough.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game as well. I mean, there's no way Chatham scores 15 runs again, right? Or
you never know. You never know. With that offense, you never know if they could put up 15 again. Well, not likely. Yes, possible. Very true.
Maybe they top it. You never know.
Maybe they'll try for 17 today.
Try to break the record. But, yeah, I'm really curious to see how Chatham's offense responds because usually after a night like that, you see teams slow down in a drastic measure, but I think Chatham will just come out firing once again with the strong offensive power they have.
Chatham's at 9-6-1, tied for second place in the Eastern Division. Harwich 7-9, fifth in the East. And talking about fifth place, we go now to the fifth place team in the Eastern Division. Or Harwich fifth in the West, my apologies. But fifth in the East is Hyannis. They're 3-12-2. They're at Orleans tonight, who is 10-4-2. And boy, they're rolling. That one starts 7 o'clock at Eldridge Park.
Hyannis was a pleasant surprise last night. They had a very good performance. Unfortunately, lost in the end to Cotuit. But I mean, if they play any way they did last night, they could compete with Orleans. But Orleans is just so hot right now. I don't see them losing any games going forward.
Their pitching staff just unbelievable. Night in and night out. You're just constantly amazed at how good this team is. And they're hoping to impress again tonight with Austin Lowe on the mound. Hyannis, they've yet to name a starter.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with Hyannis, who they announce as a starter, and how they do pitching-wise. But, I mean, it's all going to come down to the offense and what they're able to do against Orleans pitching because, as we've mentioned the whole entire show, is just how good of a pitching staff they have. So they have a tough test for them tonight.
Now, looking at up and down the games tonight, what stands out to you the most?
Definitely Bourne versus Cotuit. Both teams played fantastic last night. A strong pitching team against a strong offensive team. I'm really looking forward to see what happens in this matchup.
Well, as the Y-D Red Sox get set to take the field, we'll take a break, and when we come back, Gabe Genovesi and Jonah Karp will have your call. This has been the Gatemen Pregame Show on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. It's an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily, Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
We've got a battle of two high-powered offenses on a gorgeous evening here in Yarmouth, Massachusetts. It's the 9-7-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 9-6-1 Y-D Red Sox here from Red Wilson Field. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Addison Van Patten will join us as well from on the field. We've recapped yesterday's games. We've taken you around the Cape. Thanks to Javik Blake and Ry LeMay for doing that. Addison Van Patten, a fantastic interview with Koi Cobb here on our Gatemen Pregame Show, and now we're about set for first pitch here from Y-D as the national anthem played a little early today. We're still about 8 minutes from first pitch as the managers meet near home plate, but we've still got a lot to break down. These two teams have already met once this season. Y-D defeated Wareham at BC High. Right away, we knew this Y-D team would have one of the best offenses in the league, and that's what they've shown thus far.
And that's why my player to watch is Wyatt Young for the Red Sox. He leads the CCBL in batting average, hitting a .359 clip. And over his last 6 games, it's been even more impressive. .429 the batting average over the last 6 games. This is a guy that can do it all. He doesn't have a whole lot of power, but he's a good contact hitter and he has speed on the base paths.
And for the Gatemen, again, plenty of options in this Gatemen lineup. Wareham, the first 4 batters in this Gatemen lineup hitting above 300, and then if you go down a little more, 5 of the first 6 hitting above 300. Who you got for Wareham today?
Braden Ward, the guy at the top of the lineup, he is now 11 for 12 in stolen bases. His speed really makes a difference. He has great awareness on the base paths. It led to a run yesterday. Unfortunately for the Gatemen, that was the only one run that came across yesterday. But he stole 2 bags and reached first on a drop third strike. This is a guy who makes a difference with his speed, and it's shown earlier this season. The next closest in the CCBL in stolen bases has 7. That's how much speed Braden Ward has.
11 stolen bases for Ward in just 13 games played. He's also on a 7-game hit streak as the Washington Husky. And now we'll go to starting pitchers tonight. We'll start with the home team, Y-D Red Sox, is John Beller.
John Beller, the rising junior at USC, that's Southern California, a .386 earned run average this season in 49 innings pitched, 55 strikeouts in those 49 innings, only 22 walks. This is a guy who has a good command and can put you away.
And he's shown it through his first 2 appearances this summer. 1 walk, 12 strikeouts from his first 2 appearances here with the Y-D Red Sox. For the Gatemen tonight, it's a guy who's been fantastic but hasn't started a game yet.
No, it's a guy who's been fantastic out of the bullpen. The rising junior from Bellarmine, Brandon Fott, a .403 ERA this past season in college. In 38 innings pitched, 50 strikeouts, only 14 walks. That's an even better ratio than Beller has. So, Brandon Pfaadt, another guy who could strike you out, but also has fairly good command.
He's been very impressive this season. He'll look to be impressive again here against Y-D. Pfaadt has also gone fairly deep for a reliever. He's pitched 5 innings at a time this summer. I'm curious to see how long he'll be able to go as the starter today, as the Gatemen get set to take on the Y-D Red Sox. We've got like 3 games of duck, duck, goose going on out here on the infield, on the outfield. A very kid-friendly environment here at Red Wilson Field, as we're just a few minutes away from first pitch. Okay, we're going to take one more short break. We'll come back with starting lineups in the first pitch from Red Wilson Field. You're listening to Gatemen Baseball on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
The Gatemen at Y-D tonight. 9-7-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 9-6-1 Y-D Red Sox. Finally about set for first pitch here from Red Wilson Field. The kids are off the field as the Duck Duck Goose games end, and it'll be John Beller taking the mound for the Red Sox. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Addison van Patten will join us as well. Once again, big thanks to Javik Blake and Ryan LeMay for taking us around the Cape in the Gatemen Pregame Show, and now we're about set to play some baseball. Let's take you through the starting lineups today. We'll start with the Gatemen since they bat first here in the top of the first inning. Braden Ward, the Washington Husky, Jonah Karp's player to watch tonight, leads it off, a .306 hitter for the Gatemen through 13 games played. Darren Baker, the Cal Golden Bear, hits second. He's a .311 hitter. Jacob Teeter, top 5 in the Cape Cod Baseball League right now in batting average, hitting .345. He hits third. The Miami Hurricane, Adrian Del Castillo, doing the catching tonight, hitting .306. He's in the cleanup spot. Matt McClain hitting .250 for the Gatemen through his first week or so here in Wareham. He hits 5th. Benjamin Semmes, the Kansas Jayhawk, hitting .324. He bats 6th tonight for the Gatemen on the road. Dallas Beaver DHing tonight, had a .261 hitter through his first week or so here in Wareham. Mike Antico, the St. John's right fielder, batting 8th, hitting .265 this year. And Matthew Rudick in left field, just a .200 hitter. He'll hit in the 9-hole today for Wareham. As the starting pitcher for Y-D will be John Beller. We gave you his school numbers in the pregame. He was very good at USC this past season. Here's what his numbers look like through his first 2 appearances with the Y-D Red Sox. 2 appearances, 1 start, 8 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. The control has been fantastic. 1 walk, 12 strikeouts for Beller, and opponents have only hit 188 against him. We'll see if Wareham can change that today. And well, let's give you, while we wait for first pitch, let's give you the starting lineup for the Y-D Red Sox. Today, Wyatt Young leads it off for the Red Sox, a .359 hitter. Noah Campbell, DHing, hitting second, a .370 hitter. Austin Wells in center field. He has the most at-bats in this Red Sox lineup today, 52 at-bats this season, and he's a .288 hitter. Riley King, who just got to this Y-D team about a week and a half ago, 9 for 29 to start his season, a .310 hitter. He's in the cleanup spot. Jack Thomas Wold, hitting fifth, a .311 hitter for Y-D. Andrew Eister, the left fielder, hits sixth. He has 13 hits already this summer, 2 doubles, 3 home runs. Tate Samuelson, batting seventh, a .280 hitter with 7 hits, 2 doubles this year. Brad Beasley, the right fielder, hitting eighth. He has the worst average in this Y-D lineup tonight, just a .148 hitter. And riding it out for the Red Sox, Noah Cardenas, 5 for 14 to begin his summer, a UCLA Bruin in the lineup for the Red Sox. Well, we still await first pitch here at Red Wilson Field. It seems like we're going to get off to a little bit of a late start today as the clock ticks 5:01. Any last-minute thoughts before this game gets going, my friend?
No, it's pretty hot today.
It is hot. Should we, I don't know, do you have the temperature with you?
Yeah, it's 75 degrees.
Wow.
Feels a little hotter than that, though.
You came prepared. I was going to have to check my Weather Channel app. 75 degrees. Well, I would say at first pitch, but we await first pitch.
This rate, it's going to tick down to about 72.
And our producer, Javik Blake, saying it feels like 78. I don't really know what we're waiting on. Every Red Sox is on the field except for the starting pitcher, John Beller.
In my defense, Javik's been keeping his phone in his pocket, and Javik has a lot of body heat, so.
Wow. Never heard that one before. Wareham at 9-7-1 in the first 17 games of this season. Y-D 9-6-1. Wareham first place in the West, trying to stay there. Y-D third place in the East right now. Actually tied for second with Chatham, but listed at third place in the Eastern Division. And you know what? We'll go ahead and take one more break. We'll take a break. We'll wait for John Beller to take the mound. And when we come back, hopefully we have a first pitch for you. We'll have Gatemen Baseball for you when we come back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
John Beller is taking the bump for Y-D. We're about set to go here at Red Wilson Field. It's the 9-7-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 9-6-1 Y-D Red Sox. First place in the West, Wareham. Third place in the East, Y-D. We've given you the starting lineup. Jonah Karp has given you his players of the game, and Beller is finally on the bump. We think we figured it out. We think we were waiting on TV because today's game between Wareham and Y-D is being shown on Fox College Sports.
That's right. Exciting stuff.
And now Braden Ward steps in from the left side for Wareham. So our 5 o'clock first pitch has turned into probably a 5:06 first pitch. And the Washington Husky, who's currently riding a 7-game hit streak, looks to get things going for Wareham. Beller, the lefty from USC. Two guys in the Pac-12 here to lead it off. First pitch from Beller. Ward shows bunt. Takes a strike at the knees. 0-1, and there it is. 5:06 first pitch here in Y-D. Ward, a 306 hitter with the Gatemen this season through 13 games. The 0-1. Breaking ball right down the heart of the plate. 0-2. That's two straight curveballs to begin the at-bat from Beller. Ward has been fantastic in the leadoff spot in his 13 games played for Wareham. Best speed on this team. The 0-2. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike three. Fastball way high above the head of Ward, and I want to say that's the first time we've seen Ward really take a hack at just a pitch way out of the zone, and he knows it. He's laughing as he goes back to the dugout.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Just in that last swing, looked confused and uncomfortable.
Darren Baker steps into center stage for Wareham. Had a 2-hit night yesterday in the 6-1 loss at Bourne for the Gatemen. Baker shows bunt and foul tips it. Back off of Cardenas, the catcher. 0-1. Baker, the Cal Golden Bear. We've got all sorts of Pac-12 guys to begin this game. The 0-1. Hard ground ball back up the middle, gloved by Beller on the mound. Lollipops to first, and the throw was high, and Baker beat it out. The ball hit Beller's glove. He picked it up and just kind of lofted it over there to first. Jack Thomas Wold at first base had to jump, and Baker ended up beating it out before Thomas Wold came down and got his foot on the bag.
That's going to go down as an error on Beller. Great play on the mound, but not a very good throw.
And now Wareham with a base runner. One down, top of the first. Jacob Teeter steps in. Still no score between the Gatemen and the Red Sox. Teeter, bat resting on his back shoulder. Lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch, low and away. 1-0. Jacob Teeter, a rare 0 for night yesterday. 0 for 4 with a K at Bourne. That was after a couple straight multi-hit games. Was 4 for his last 7 before yesterday. The 1-0. Fouls off a fastball down the third base line, 1-1. Let's take you around the diamond today for Y-D. Riley King over at third base. Wyatt Young at shortstop on the left side of the infield. Tate Samuelson at second base. Jack Thomas Wold over at first. Noah Cardenas, the battery mate of John Beller, behind the plate. Beller sets at the letters, and Teeter calls time before he can deliver. In the outfield for Y-D, Austin Wells is in center. He's sandwiched between Andrew Eister in left and Brad Beasley out and right. Beller sets the pitch. Sliced into left, shallow left field. Coming in is Eister. He makes the catch. 2 away here in the first. In steps Adrian Del Castillo with Darren Baker still on first base.
Teeter just got under that. Tried to pop it the other way, but got too much under the ball.
Wind semi-blowing out here at Red Wilson Field. American flag behind the scoreboard in left center, blowing just a tad. Again, out toward left field. Beller fires home. Foul tipped back into the glove of Cardenas, 0-1. Baker reached on the air. We'll see if he can get a jump here, get into scoring position with 2 outs. He's 2 for 3 on stolen base attempts this summer. Beller fires home. The 0-1 hammered out to deep right center field. Beasley goes back and makes the catch on the track. Del Castillo just a bit under that one. And the Gatemen go down scoreless in the top of the first. No runs on no hits. 1 left aboard. We head to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. Come as you are, sit down and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Number 7, Wyatt Young.
Brennan Fott takes the mound today for Wareham. No score between the Gatemen and the Y-D Red Sox. We head to the bottom of the first here at Red Wilson Field. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Wyatt Young leads it off for Y-D tonight. And a battle of 2 9-win teams. First pitch from Fott. Fastball misses high and away, 1-0. Y-D 9-6-1, tied for second in the East. Wareham 9-7-1, but first place in the West. The 1-0 to Young. Fastball, line drive, base hit, center field. Wyatt Young stays hot. That's his now 5th straight game with a hit. He's a .359 hitter this season. And he's on first with nobody down for Noah Campbell.
There's one right down the middle, hit it on the screws and put it back up the middle. Big reason why Wyatt Young is possibly the hottest hitter right now in the Cape League.
Noah Campbell now steps into center stage for Y-D. Austin Wells is on deck. Those three, the 3 due up here in the first. Campbell, the South Carolina Gamecock. Fott sets and deals. Fastball right down Main Street, 0-1. Brennan Fott has been absolutely fantastic for Wareham this season. 3 appearances. Hasn't started a game. 12 innings pitched. Now the 0-1. Fastball misses just high, 1-1. 12 innings pitched, only 2 hits given up by Fott. Make it 3 now with Wyatt Young's single. Hasn't given up a run. ERA of 0. 4 walks, 16 strikeouts for Fott as he throws over to first, and that ball gets past Teeter and trickles out of play. Wyatt Young gets second base. That's an error on Fott. And Y-D already with a runner in scoring position with nobody down. Opponents have hit below 100 against Fott this season. Again, just 2 hits given up. 1-1 misses just inside, 2 balls and a strike.
Watch that changeup against left-handed batters. Fott loves throwing it.
Go fastball, change up to lefties. He's got a breaking ball as well. The 2-1. Fastball misses just up. 3-1. And it's early, but we've got a tight zone from Timothy Carey behind the plate. Ryan DeMary, the first base umpire. Jeffrey Merzel, the third base umpires. That one's dribbled down the first base line. It'll stay fair. Teeter picks it up, steps on the bag for the out at first. Wyatt Young advances 90 feet to third, and in steps Austin Wells with 1 down.
Batting third, the center fielder from the University of Arizona, number 16, Austin Wells.
Wells bats from the left side against the righty, Brandon Fott. Take you around the diamond for Wareham tonight. Matt McClain over at third base. Benjamin Sems, the shortstop. Darren Baker at second. Jacob Teeter at first on the right side of the infield. First pitch misses just outside, 1-0 to Austin Wells. Adrian Del Castillo catching Fott. And in the outfield, Matthew Rudick in left, Braden Ward in center, Mike Antico out and right. The 1-0. Fastball paints the outside corner. 1-1.
You mentioned Timothy Carey's tight strike zone. I got to say, though, when those strikes are thrown, he's a fun strike call.
The 1-1. Slapped foul out of play down the third base line, 1-2. And that back foot pivots.
Yep.
He makes it very clear, which from a broadcaster's point of view, that's always nice when you can clearly tell. Fott rocks and fires the 1-2 pitch. Misses just low, maybe a little below the knees. Off-speed pitch, 2-2.
I just love a guy who loves his job. And you could tell that Carey loves his job. Really gets low and flexes.
The 2-2 delivery. Chopped foul down the third base line. We'll stay at 2-2. Austin Wells, the Arizona Wildcat, and boy, did he have one heck of a freshman campaign at Arizona. Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. 353 average, 78 hits, 60 RBIs. Now the 2-2 from Fott. Popped him up, foul territory, out of play. We'll stay at 2-2. 15 doubles, 7 triples, 5 home runs for Wells at Arizona. Also honorable mention All Pac-12. First team freshman All-American by 5 different outlets. Collegiate Baseball, Baseball America, D1 Baseball. You could keep going. The 2-2. Breaking ball outside. Count runs full. And Wells not having a bad summer either. 288 hitter. Already 4 home runs. Granted, it is a very shallow park here at Red Wilson Field. Fastball paints the inside corner, strike 3. Austin Wells had flipped his bat back to the dugout. He's got a look for Timothy Carey. Strikeout brought to you by Lang X of Forrest and Bullard. Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Wells hates it, but the Gatemen needed it. 2 down here in the first, and Riley King will try to drive home the first run of the game for Y-D.
Wells has an argument.
First pitch. Breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. Strike 1. I'm with you. With the tight strike zone we've seen through 3 batters, that pitch looked a little low, a little in. But Fott gets the call. The 0-1. Fastball, hard ground ball towards short. Sems gobbles, throws to first in time. Fott works his way out of no outs and a runner on second. And it's no runs on one hit, one left aboard for the Red Sox in the first. We go scoreless to the second. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier two-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care.
Leading off the Gatemen's second inning from UCLA. The third base.
We get to the top of the second here at Red Wilson Field. No score between the Wareham Gatemen and the Y-D Red Sox. Matt McLean, Benjamin Sims, Dallas Beaver, 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the second. John Beller back out on the bump for Y-D. First pitch to the righty McLean. Breaking ball at the knees for a strike. McLean, the UCLA Bruin, and the catcher, Noah Cardenas. The UCLA Bruin. McLean had a word with his teammate as he walked up to the plate. The 0-1. Fastball low, in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Dueling Bruins at home plate right now.
McLean, a .250 hitter for the Gatemen in his first 8 games played. 7 for 28 at the plate. The 0-1, the 1-1 misses just low. 2 balls and a strike. We've got Pac-12 representation all over this field and these lineups today. Braden Ward led it off. He's a Washington Husky. Darren Baker from Cal. McLean, UCLA, as he pops one up on the infield. Shortstop Young comes in, makes the catch. 1 away. That'll bring up Benjamin Sims. Cardenas goes to UCLA. The pitcher, John Beller, goes to USC. Austin Wells out in center field for Y-D, the Arizona Wildcat. And in steps Benjamin Sims from the left side. 1 away, top of the second, no score between the Gatemen and the Red Sox. Lefty on lefty matchup, the pitch. High and tight, 1-0 to Sims. Sims, the Kansas Jayhawk, a .324 hitter this season for the Gatemen. Beller sets and deals the 1-0. Hard hit into center. Wells chases back and makes the catch right in front of his eyes. He was already playing pretty deep, only had to go 3 or 4 steps back, 2 away here in the second.
Well, it's just not very deep out there in center field. It's not very deep anywhere, but it's kind of like a straight wall. Very odd-looking outfield fence. It's about 340 or 330 down each line and only 352 dead center.
Exactly the point I was going to make with the 352 dead center. So many, lazy fly balls that we've seen throughout this season that have traveled that, 360, 370 mark. First pitch to Dallas Beaver, misses low, 1-0. Because most of these parks will have a center field fence around 380. We've seen a couple 400s, a 412. Those balls are all going to be out of here today. 1-0 to Beaver. High and inside, 2-0. Dallas Beaver, 261 hitter for the Gatemen this season. Joined this Wareham team a little late. Gatemen 17 games into the season. This is Beaver's 8th. Takes a curveball on the inside corner, 2-1. Beaver got off to a nice start. 6 for 16 to start his year. 375 average. The 2-1 fastball high at the chin, 3-1. And Beaver is 0 for 7 in his last 2 games. UCF Knight transferring to South Carolina in the fall. Finished his career at UCF. The 3-1. Fastball at the eyes, ball 4. Beaver's the second base runner of the day for the Gatemen. He's on with 2 outs, and in steps Mike Antico.
Gatemen still looking for their first hit, though.
Number 16, Mike Antico.
Baker reached on an error in the first inning. Beaver walks here, and in steps Antico. Antico, a 265 hitter for Wareham. Another lefty in this Gatemen lineup. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Off speed down low. 0-1. Mike Antico, the St. John's right fielder. Talked to him about St. John's before this game. He absolutely loves it with the Big Red. 0-1 misses high, 1-1. He said it really wasn't that hard of a decision for him to go to St. John's. He personally thinks it's the best program in the Northeast. The 1-1 from Beller. Fastball high, 2-1. Loves the program, loves his head coach, and it's shown in his play. Antico had the best season of his collegiate career this past spring before coming to Wareham. As he slices that one foul in the left field line, 2-2. Hit 386 for St. John's. 71 hits, 13 doubles, 4 homers, 4 triples, 6 homers. A guy who has sneaky speed as well. The 2-2 with 2 outs from Beller. Curveball high. Count runs full, 3-2.
Clocked in as the second fastest Gateman at Fenway, behind Braden Ward.
Ran the 60 in about 6.4. Did Mike Antico. Ward ran a 6.27 that day, according to one of the scouts who follows this Gatemen team around. The full count pitch just misses inside. Ball 4. Antico's on with a 2-out walk, and while the Gatemen still don't have a hit, but 2 straight 2-out walks gives Matthew Rudick a chance to bring home the first run of the game.
And a chance to break out of his slump. All of a sudden, he finds himself batting just 200. 8 hits in his first 40 at-bats, splitting time with Toru Otsuka at the bottom of the order.
Rudick's gone hitless in his last 3 games, 0 for his last 9. First pitch from Beller. Misses high and in, 1-0. Rudick had a 3 for 4 day in the just 5th game of the year, June 16th against Chatham. Take out that game, and well, he's just 5 for 36 the rest of the summer. The 1-0. Hit high and deep to right. Beasley chasing back, and that ball is caught on the track. Beasley had his back near the chain fence out and right, and Rudick comes up about 2 feet short of a 3-run bomb. We'll head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network. Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth Clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Jack Thomas, Wold, Andrew Eister, Tate Samuelson. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Y-D Red Sox here in the bottom of the second. Brandon Fott back out on the mound for the Gatemen. No score between these two high-powered offenses. First pitch, grounded foul. Back into the Y-D dugout down the third baseline. 0-1. Red Sox got a leadoff hit from Wyatt Young in the first inning, and then Young moved to second on an error as that pitch is dribbled back in front of the mound. Fott bare hands throws to first in time. Way to field your position, Brandon Fott. 1 away here in the second. And that'll bring up Andrew Eister. So Young was on second with no down, and then on third just 90 feet away with 1 out in the first. And Fott got a key strikeout of Austin Wells and then got Riley King to ground out to Benjamin Sims at shortstop to end the first inning. Fott now 13 innings scoreless to begin his Cape Cod Baseball League career. First pitch misses up, 1-0 to Andrew Eister, the righty from South Carolina. Eister is a .325 hitter this summer for Y-D, 13 for 40, but he has been struggling as of late. 1-0, win around on a curveball in the dirt, 1-1. Eister is just 1 for his last 17 in his last 5 games. After starting the season 12 for 23, 1-1, chopped foul. Behind home plate, 1-2. Weister against Wareham in just the 3rd game of the season for Y-D went 1 for 2 with a double. 10-3 victory for Y-D over Wareham. Fott sets and deals the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Strikeout number 2 for Fott, brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 up, 2 down here in the second, and in steps Tate Samuelson. Still no score between the Gatemen and the Red Sox. Bottom of the second. First pitch from Fott. High and behind. Literally behind Samuelson. Curveball got away from Fott. You don't see that often.
No, you do not. Just kind of slipped.
Yeah, Samuelson didn't even move. He knew it was going to be behind his back the whole time. 1-0 fastball, foul tipped back in the glove of Adrian Del Castillo. 1-1. Fott working quickly with nobody on here in the second. The 1-1 to Samuelson. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low. 1-2. Eister 0 for 2 yesterday at Chatham, a 15-1 loss for Y-D. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Del Castillo blocks that one, goes inside with it, throws to first in time. Strikeout number 3 through 2 innings for Brandon Fott. He's rolling early. We head to the third, still no score. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stonepath Malt has got you covered. Stonepath Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
We head to the top of the third here in Y-D. No score between the Gatemen and the Red Sox. Braden Ward will lead it off for the Gatemen, but before that, let's send it to Addison Van Patten on the field.
Transferring, as we know, to the University of South Carolina. But what we didn't know is that he already has his 4-year degree. He actually started taking classes his junior year when he got his GED when he graduated high school. He also graduated with his associate. So then he went to Florida, got his bachelor's degree. He's been working on his master's already, and it's just going to South Carolina to finish it up. Talk about some academic excellence with some baseball there. What do you guys think?
Definitely a great achievement to graduate, not only transfer, but graduate early from UCF. Thanks, Addison, for that report. We're sorry about the little bit of technical difficulties there, but we picked up most of it. Beaver came on and made an impact right away for this Gatemen team in the lineup tonight as the DH.
I always admire guys who love school. I was never one of them.
Question is, do they love it or just want to get out of there as fast as they can?
I think I'd put your head down and do the paperwork.
Very true. First pitch to the lefty Ward. Curveball way high. 1-0.
What was the class that gave you the most trouble?
Never been any type of science or history guy. The 1-0. Fastball lifted high into shallow left, and now it's going to come back on the infield, and the shortstop, Young, makes the catch. 1 away.
Battery for the Red Sox. On the mound, John Beller.
Seen a lot of these pop-ups early. A lot of players getting under the baseball, not able to hit it on the screws. One we did see was Matt Rudick, but just died in front of the wall.
In steps Darren Baker from the left side. Reached on an error his first time up. First pitch. Inside. 1-0. Baker coming off a 2-hit day yesterday in the 6-1 loss at Bourne. 2 for 4 with an RBI was Darren Baker. 5th multi-hit game in the season. The 1-0. Breaking ball in the outside corner. 1-1. Baker, a .311 hitter coming into tonight for Wareham. The .311 average tied for 8th in the league. 1-1. Foul tipped a breaking ball back in the glove of Cardenas. 1-2. Wareham with 3 guys in that top 8 of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And if you want to go a little further, 5 in the top 12. 1-2 curveball on the inside corner, strike 3. Good curveball from Beller, his second strikeout of the evening. 2 down here in the third. Still no score, and in steps Jacob Teeter.
Number 22, Jacob Teeter.
Teeter bats from the left side. Flew out to left field, his first time up. First pitch low and away, 1-0. Teeter, one of those guys, one of those 5 guys in the top 12 of the Cape Cod Baseball League in average. He's actually top 5. .345 average coming into today is 4th in the league. 19 hits already for Teeter. 1-0 misses just low, 2-0. Beller hasn't had too much trouble through the first few innings of this game. 2-0, fastball popped up fouled on the third base line. 2 balls and a strike. Teeter a rare 0 for night last night, 0 for 4 at Bourne. The 2-1 misses high and in. Teeter backs out of the way of it. 3 balls and a strike. Jacob Teeter plays his college ball at Florida Southern College. Beller sets, rocks and fires the 3-1. Fastball hammered into deep center. Wells going back and leaps, and that ball is gone. A line drive solo bomb for Jacob Teeter. His second home run of the summer. And it's 1-0 Wareham here in the third.
Talk about hitting it on the screws. Boy, Jacob Teeter got all of that. That's a big man with power.
The catcher from Miami University, number 7.
That ball was smoked off the bat. Austin Wells had his back up against the fence and leaped for that one, just missed. And it got up and over. First pitch to Del Castillo, swing and a miss, 0-1. And that's where the short fence here at Y-D gives the Gatemen a run. Only 352 out to center. And the 0-1. Hard ground ball down the first base line, fair. Del Castillo takes a wide turnaround first, and he's going to try to stretch it. Going to second base, the throw, not in time. Del Castillo slides in with his 4th double of the year. And that'll bring up Matt McLean with the Gatemen already leading 1-0.
Good heads-up base running by Adrian Del Castillo. Not a guy who has a ton of speed, certainly not one of the faster players on the Gatemen roster. But that was a ball that should have been an extra base hit all the way, pulling that one right down the line.
In steps the UCLA Bruin, Matt McLean. McLean popped out to Wyatt Young at shortstop his first time up. He's trying to break out of a little slump now is McLean. First pitch, breaking ball high at the chin, 1-0. He's now 0 for his last 7, 1 for his last 12. After starting this season 6 for 16 with Wareham, a .353 average. Del Castillo leads off of second, 2 down, top of the third. Gatemen lead 1-0 after the solo shot from Teeter. The 1-0. Catches the outside edge, 1 ball and 1 strike. McLean struggled this past season at UCLA. Just a .203 average in 60 starts. Looking for that bat to come alive this summer. 1-1, fouled off, back into the caging behind home plate. 1-2. Played his summer ball last year with the Bellingham Bells in the West Coast League. And before he even entered UCLA, he was named the top prospect in the league, hit .291, 24 RBIs. One of the best prospects in the country out of high school. Drafted 25th overall in the first round as he takes the ball outside, 2-2. By the Arizona Diamondbacks. But it was his dream since he was in grade school to play college ball at UCLA. Turned down just over $2.5 million to go play with the Bruins. The 2-2 from Beller. Fastball up high and fouled off by McLean. Stays alive. And the count stays 2-2. Wareham 9-7-1 atop the Western Division. Y-D 9-6-1 over in the East, and the East has been a lot better than the West here through the first just over a quarter of this season. The 9-6-1 record for Y-D is 3rd in the East. 2-2, hard ground ball and taken by the second baseman Samuelson on a hop. He throws to first in time. 1 run on 2 hits for the Gatemen in the third. A solo shot from Jacob Teeter gets Wareham on the board. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Wareham. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based Y-D Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit addmakepeace.com to learn more.
First pitch to the 8-hole, Brad Beasley to lead off the bottom of the third. Ground ball fouled on the third base line. 0-1. 1-0 the Gatemen lead over the Y-D Red Sox. Beasley, Noah Cardenas, and Wyatt Young, the 8-9-1 hitters, due up here in the third for the Red Sox. Brandon Fott back out on the bump for the Gatemen. The 0-1. Fastball high at the eyes. 1 ball and 1 strike. Beasley, the rising senior from Cal Poly, takes a breaking ball inside. 2 balls and a strike. Just his 9th game played today with Y-D. He struggled in his first 8, just 4 for 27. 2-1, skied into shallow right. Antico trying to find it and finally does in the sun. 1 away here in the third.
The catcher from UCLA, number 8, Noah.
That's going to bring up the 9-hole, Noah Cardenas. Another UCLA Bruin on this field today. Teammate of Matt McClain. Cardenas catching today for Y-D, and boy, did he have one heck of a season at UCLA. Curveball catches the inside corner, 0-1 to Cardenas. Hit .375 for UCLA. The 0-1. Chopped foul on the third base line, 0-2. Cardenas, along with that .375 average, 51 hits, 6 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs. And the 0-2. Checked his swing on a fastball up high. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Ryan DeMary, the first base umpire today, calls Cardenas out on strikes. That's the 4th strikeout for Fott. Strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. And in steps Wyatt Young from the left side. Young, the best hitter in this Red Sox lineup. First pitch to him. Shows bunt, lays it down first base side. Fott bare hands, throws to first, and it's in time by about a half a step. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Fott. Since giving up the leadoff single in this game to Wyatt Young, Fott has retired 9 straight. We head to the 4th. The Gatemen lead 1-0. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
We head to the top of the fourth here in Y-D, 1-0, the Wareham lead. Over the Y-D Red Sox, Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver, Mike Antico. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here in the fourth for the Gatemen. 1 run today for the Gatemen, a solo home run to center field off the bat of Jacob Teeter in the 3rd inning. Brandon Fott is rolling for Wareham. No runs on just 1 hit thus far for Y-D. And in steps the Kansas Jayhawk, Benjamin Sems. Sems lined out to Wells in center field his first time up in the 2nd. Hard hit ball. First pitch from the lefty Beller. Hard ground ball right side, passed in the diving glove of the second baseman Samuelson, and it trickles into right field for a base hit. Samuelson ended up getting just a piece of that with the leather, but I think that should be a hit, and it is. It's a single for Sems, who now has a hit in 4 of his last 5 games, and in steps Dallas Beaver. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Javic Blake, who joins us here in the 4th inning, our producer. Jonah Karp, have to give him a shout out. Fox College Sports is here doing the game here in Y-D, so this one on TV if you would want to tune into that. And Fox College Sports, very nice. They let a broadcaster from each team come up and do a half inning of play-by-play. First pitch to Beaver, misses low, but he went around on a check swing. 0-1. And Jonah Karp's up in the booth right now doing play-by-play for Fox College Sports.
And what a great opportunity for him. What a great opportunity for the Cape League as well, getting their games on Fox College Sports. Obviously, already without Fox College Sports, one of the most popular summer leagues in the country, but this obviously just helping it out.
Lollipop throw over to first. Sems back safely. 100% agree. Thanks for tuning in today on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Beaver walked his first time up in the 2nd. Beller, the lefty, sets at the chest. Throws over to first. Sems does have speed, 2 for 3 in stolen base attempts this summer.
And he gives off the appearance of a speedy guy as well. Tall, a little bit lanky. He's getting a good lead off of first as well, and that's what makes you think that John Bellers are trying to keep him close here.
0-1, breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Beaver the DH today for Wareham. Trying to break out of it a little bit of a slump. 0 for his last 7 coming into today. And he chops that one foul on the first base line, 1-2. Mike Antico on deck for Wareham.
And Beaver here just trying to stay alive, fight off any off-speed pitches, get himself on a fastball count, and be able to drive one. And with that 352-foot fence in center field, the shortest we've seen in the Cape all summer long, the shortest you're going to see all summer long, he's got the power to put it over.
The 1-2, breaking ball hit well into left center. Chasing is Wells, the center fielder, makes the catch above his left shoulder. 1 away here in the 4th, and that brings up Mike Antico, with Benjamin Sems retreating to first base.
And Gabe, you're hearing the crowd ooh and ah at seemingly every single fly ball, and that's what this short fence is going to do. Short fence, you got the flag blowing out towards center field to begin with. Anything hit in the air can be hit out.
Feel like we've said it a million times today, but one more time. 352 out to dead center here at Red Wilson Park. First pitch to Antico, breaking ball at the knees for strike one.
That 352 might be the easiest part of the park to hit it to. It's 348 down the line, 346 down the line in left, and 338 in right. It's a shot down the left field line. But luckily for the Gatemen, a lot of left-handed hitters, 338. Still a good distance, but not quite hitting it, just 352 back up the middle.
0-1, skied into shallow left center. Young, the shortstop, backpedals and makes the catch. 2 away in the fourth. And in steps the 9-hole Matthew Rudick.
And Gabe, that sun, that's going to be becoming an issue, setting right behind the press box behind home plate. We saw Wells having to cover his eyes, try and find the ball. We saw it there with Young as well. It's going to be something to look forward to in the next couple of innings. See if that sun plays into an effect in this game.
Rudick popped out to right field in the second, but it was a loud pop out. He came about 2 feet from a 3-run home run. Takes a curveball in there on the outside corner. 0-1.
And when he hit that one, that was to Beasley right on the track. It was pretty much a wall scraper. Beasley had his back to the chain link fence in right center. Was able to haul that one in, but if that one got over, what a shot it would have been for Mac Rudick, a kid who's only hitting 200 on the season, no homers, 5 RBIs.
0-1 breaking ball, sliced foul. Out of play down the third base line.
That could have given him quite the confidence boost.
Count now 0-2 to the San Diego State Aztec. Rudick now 0 for his last 10 at the plate. 1 for his last 13. The 0-2 from Beller. Fastball popped him up. It's going to stay in play. Third base line. King chases in and makes the catch. 3 straight pop-outs to end the inning for the Gatemen. We head to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0, the Wareham lead. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
Brennan Fott back out for his 4th inning of work, starter for the Wareham Gatemen. He'll face the 2-3-4 hitters here in the bottom of the 4th. Noah Campbell, Austin Wells, Riley King. 1-0 the Gatemen lead, bottom 4 here in Y-D. And Fott's been in a groove. Just 1 hit for Y-D. Off of Brandon Fott thus far, it was the leadoff hitter Wyatt Young. Fott's retired 9 straight from there. We welcome back Jonah Karp.
Oh, thank you.
Battery for Wareham on the mound, Brandon Fott.
And now, we gotta wait for those TV fellas now. Now we're good to play some baseball. TV runs the world. First pitch, catches the inside corner, 0-1 to Noah Campbell.
Video killed the radio star.
The 0-1 to Campbell. Just low. 1-1. Campbell grounded out to Teeter at first base, his first time up. Fott sets and deals the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low. Campbell the DH tonight for the Red Sox. A 370 hitter coming into this game. 1-2 dribble down the first base line, foul. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Campbell, one of the South Carolina guys in the lineup today for Y-D. Fott unleashes the 1-2. Fastball popped up left field. And Tico settles under it, makes the catch. 1 away. And, well, just a quick note on the starting lineup today. Antico was supposed to be in right, Rudick in left, and they have flip-flopped. So Antico has made his way to left, which is where he's been all season. Antico has never played right field for the Gatemen. Rudick makes his way back to right. And that one's flared out into right. Rudick chasing, dives, and can't make the catch. The ball lands, and now Wells makes his way to second base with a stand-up double. 1-out double here in the 4th for Wells, his 3rd double of the season. And that'll bring up Riley King. Only the 2nd hit off of Brandon Fott for the Red Sox today.
The 3rd baseman from the University of Georgia, number 4, Riley King.
King 0 for 1 today, grounded out to Sems at shortstop to end the 1st inning. It was a nice attempt by Rudick out and right, but I think he knew as soon as he left his feet he wasn't getting to that ball. First pitch. Fastball just misses high, just above the zone. 1-0. King very much a contact hitter, no extra base hits this summer. 1-0 breaking ball at the knees for strike 1. King, the rising senior from Georgia. Got a pinch hit at bat at Chatham last night, went 0 for 1. 1-1, hit well into center, it lands. Line drive base hit, Ward comes up throwing, and they're going to hold Wells at 3rd base. Ward got a good jump on that ball as well. He was there to field it on a hop.
That was a late hold also. Wells stumbled down the 3rd base line and retreated back to the back.
And it's runners on the corners with 1 out for the Red Sox here in the 4th. Their best chance of the evening with the Gatemen leading 1-0 here in the 4th. Well, these are 2 of the top 3 offenses in the Cape Cod Baseball League. We expected maybe a little bit of a high-scoring game, and we haven't got it thus far. First pitch misses outside, 1-0 to Jack Thomas Wold, who bats from the left side. Wold grounded out to Fott on the mound, his first time up in the 2nd. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball towards short. Sems fields it on a hop, flips to second for 1, and Baker dropped the ball. And they're not even going to say King's out. Baker never had control. So King is safe. Thomas Wold is safe. Wells scores. The error cost the Gatemen a run. And instead of an inning-ending double play, we're knotted at 1 here in the 4th.
The flip from our angle was fine. It was just that Baker couldn't hold on to it. Bit surprising from the usually sure-handed Darren Baker.
That's his 3rd error of the season. And in steps Andrew Eister. That's the ball you want hit, too. It was a hard ground ball, 1 hopper. They had plenty of time. And Sems knew it. It was a soft flip to Baker. Fastball misses high, gets past the glove of Del Castillo, and everybody advances 90 feet. King to 3rd, Thomas Wold to 2nd on what I believe will be a passed ball. Count 1-0 to Eister.
It was a high pitch, but one that Del Castillo should have had.
Eister struck out in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1, and his slump continues. 1-0, high and tight, 2-0. And now Jerry Weinstein's going to come out and meet with his pitcher, Brandon Fott. And he's going to meet with the whole infield. Everybody comes in. Doesn't look like a move will be made. We cannot see the Gatemen bullpen from here. Don't know who's warming up. No move made. Weinstein will leave Fott in the game. Jerry Weinstein, manager for this Gatemen team. Second stint with Wareham. Was with the Gatemen in 2016. Took Wareham to the playoffs. They lost in the first round. Fott sets and deals the 2-0 to Eister. Breaking ball at the knees for strike one. And that seemed to be his go-to pitch today whenever he needs a strike. He's feeling comfortable with that breaking ball. King on third, Thomas Wood on second. The pitch grounded towards Sems. He charges gloves, throws home in time. Good play by Sems, and now the throw to third in time. Poor base running from Y-D. King out at the plate. Thomas Wold trying to take third is out on a good play from Del Castillo. It's a 5-2-6 put out. And that'll end the inning. Y-D gets a run on the air. And we head to the fifth, knotted at 1. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
Top of the fifth inning. We're tied at 1. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I want to take you back an inning. When Teeter hit that home run, yeah, dead center here, like the guy said earlier, is 352. Now, I spoke to our guys we work with, the Blast Motion, the company. That ball left his bat at 77.9 miles per hour. Now, that is also 5.53 kilowatts of power. I don't know what that it compares to, but that sounds like a nice number. He started this year at 71 bat speed off the bat, but now he's up to 77. The Blast Motion guy said that he actually likes to use this data a lot, and he's applied it and challenged himself and pushed himself further, and he plans to use it through the summer. It goes to show how effective these numbers are. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Professor Addison. Wow, it's a lot of numbers in a short amount of time. Reminds me of math class. Not my favorite. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi with you. Top of the fifth inning, tied at 1. Each team has 3 hits. Gatemen have 2 errors, and right now, one of those errors is the difference in the game. Well, game is tied, but Gatemen had a 1-0 lead up until the last half inning. But we're back to the top of the order. Braden Ward, Darren Baker, Jacob Teeter, the 3 due up. Ward 0 for 2. Struck out in the first inning. Popped out to the shortstop Young in the third. First pitch. Bunted down the first base line, but that rolls foul, 0-1. Braden Ward, the rising junior at the University of Washington, batting .321 this season with the Huskies. Came into this game 11 for 12 in stolen bases. The next highest, Cameron Hill of Catuit. He only has 7. The pitch. Rocketed down the right field line, but caught by Beasley, the right fielder. Beasley didn't have to move a muscle. Makes the catch with his feet planted, 1 away.
California at Berkeley, Darren Baker.
Quick first out for Beller. Now stretching it to 5 innings, or almost 5. He's through 4 1/3. Darren Baker, the new batter. He reached on an error in the first inning, struck out in the third. Nobody on, 1 away. Lifted in the air, a flare out to shallow left field. Eister coming in, he lets it drop in front of him. The left fielder tosses it back into the shortstop Young, and Darren Baker has his first hit of the night. First man on base here in the 5th inning, 1 away.
He's reached twice tonight. First one was on an error. So it's nice to see Baker get a hit. mentioned the slump he was in. He was just 3 for 22 over a 6-game stretch before yesterday, but despite just being 3 for 22, he was getting one hit. And, well, it was one hit in 3 straight games, so he now has a hit in 5 of his last 6.
The pitch. Taken at the knees for strike 1 to Jacob Teeter. Jacob Teeter responsible for the only run scored so far for the Gatemen, his second home run of the year. A solo shot back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Comes to bat with a runner on first, 1 away. The pitch. Up and away. Cardenas pops up and looks back at first base. Baker not taken off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Adrian Del Castillo in the on-deck circle. Left-on-left matchup. A long look in from Beller. John Beller, the rising junior at USC. Dad played football at Dartmouth. One ball and 1 strike, with 1 away and 1 on. The pitch. Taken inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Teeter. Jacob Teeter batting .368 over his last 5 games, entering tonight's contest. 7 hits in his last 19 at-bats. Keeping him in the top 5 in the Cape Cod League in batting average. Baker takes off, pitch downstairs, no throw from Cardenas, and Baker swipes the bag. Runner in scoring position with still 1 away. And a 3-ball, 1 strike count to Jacob Teeter. Teeter batted .316 at Florida Southern this year. The pitch. Taken at the knees, strike 2. Full count to the number 3 batter, Teeter. Baker takes about 5 steps off the second base bag. Beller looks back. Comes set at the letters. The pitch. Ground ball, right side of the infield. Samuelson over. Tosses over to first, and Beller was covering. Gets there in time to retire Jacob Teeter as Baker advances to third base, 2 away.
Let's see if Adrian Del Castillo can come through here. Del's been having a good summer and has shown his power lately. Double in the 3rd inning was his 4th of the summer. Gatemen could use a base hit here.
Adrian Del Castillo catching tonight. Played mostly right field this season at Miami. First pitch to him. Taken inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Drafted in the 36th round in the 2018 draft by the White Sox. Put up video game type numbers this year with the Hurricanes. .331 batting average, 12 homers, 72 RBIs. A rising sophomore at Miami. His brother Christian plays baseball at Seton Hall with the Pirates. The pitch. Downstairs, throw back to third. Baker dives back in safely. Just under the glove of King. 2 balls and no strikes to Del Castillo. The cleanup man, 1 for 2 tonight with a double. Looking to put the Gatemen back on top. The pitch from Beller. Fisted foul, 2-1. Matt McClain on deck. Left on left matchup. The pitch from Beller. Waved at and missed. The pitch downstairs. Or did he get a piece of it? Either way, 2 ball, 2 strike the count.
Good breaking ball there from Beller. Has Del Castillo off balance.
The pitch, foul tipped, and rolls to the left side of home plate. 2-2. Baker off third base. 1-1 the score. 2 away in the top of the 5th inning. The pitch to Del Castillo, lifted in the air, down the right field line into the corner, and that sails foul. So we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. 4 hits for the Gatemen tonight. 3 for the Red Sox. First time this season the Gatemen are at Red Wilson Field. The second time they're playing Y-D. The 2-2. Taken upstairs. Baker still at the third base bag. Count runs full, 3-2. Last time these two teams met, it was a 10-3 win for the Red Sox at BC High. It was a home game for the Gatemen. Home game away from home. The 3-2. On the inside corner, strike 3 called, and Del Castillo knew it. Gatemen leave one stranded, that man at third base. Darren Baker had himself a 1-out single. He was left 90 feet away from home plate. No runs on a hit, 1 man left after 4.5. We're tied at 1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Bottom of the 5th inning, tie ball game at 1. Bottom 3 coming up for the Red Sox. Brandon Fott's night is over. Not a bad night for Fott. Went 4 innings, the first 4 innings in his first start for Wareham this season. Levi Prater, the new pitcher, in. The Oklahoma native, then the rising junior from the University of Oklahoma. First pitch to Samuelson. Waved at and missed, 0-1. Prater had a 2.54 ERA this season in 63 innings pitched, 79 strikeouts. Line drive, hard hit in the air, left field, caught by Antica, 1 away. Levi Prater has one of the most interesting backstories on the team. He's a switch hitter when he's in the batter's box. He's a left-handed pitcher. And on his glove hand, on his right hand, he only has 2 fingers, his pinky finger and his ring finger. Lost the other 3 when he was 2 years old. Pitch low and in. 1 ball, no strikes to Brad Beasley. So as a result, the glove strap a little bit tighter than you usually see. Lifted in the air out to straightaway center field. Fairly deep. Ward backtracking and makes the catch with his back turned toward the wall. 2 away. 2 hard hit balls against Levi Prater. but 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 5th. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Tuesday evening with us on the Gatemen Baseball Network. 4 hits, 1 run tonight for the Gatemen. 3 hits, 1 run so far for the Red Sox. 2 away, nobody on base. First pitch up and into Cardenas. 1 ball, no strikes. Cardenas 0 for 1, struck out in the 3rd. 1 of 4 strikeouts for Fopp. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Cardenas. Prater working out of the windup. The pitch fouled off. 2-1. Cardenas from California, right-handed batter. Rising sophomore at UCLA. The pitch from Prater. Skips in the dirt, bounces in front of Del Castillo. He makes the block, 3-1. A beautiful night here at Red Wilson Field. Shadows beginning to peer over the third base line. Pitch low and in, ball 4. Cardenas works a 2-out walk in standing on first base, and we're back to the top of the order with Wyatt Young. Young 1 for 2. Single to begin the first, was left stranded, then grounded out to end the 3rd. Left on left matchup. Wyatt Young, one of the hottest hitters in the CCBL. Leads the Cape Cod League in batting average coming into this game at a .359 clip. 429, 6 for his last 14 over his last 5 games before this one. Pitch taken outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Young. Batted .313 at Pepperdine this season as a freshman. 2 homers, 22 RBIs. He hails from Honolulu, but he's a Red Sox fan. The pitch from Prater. Catches the inside corner, 1-1. The distance from Honolulu to Yarmouth, in case you were wondering, is just about 5,100 miles. Had a lot of time on my hands this morning. The 1-1. Skips in the dirt, bounces in front of Del Castillo. He stays with it to keep Cardenas at the first base bag. 2 balls and 1 strike. Young, not a big player, stands at 5'7", 165 pounds. Prater looks over at first, the 2-1. Rolled on the ground, right side of the infield. Baker waits, the second baseman fires to first to retire Wyatt Young, and that'll do it for the 5th. No runs, no hits, 1 man left for the Red Sox after 5. We're still knotted at 1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based Y-D Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit addmakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
John Beller went 5. His night is over. Cullen Kafka, the new pitcher, will face Matt McLean, Benjamin Semmes, Dallas Beaver. 5, 6, and 7 in the Gatemen order. McLean will lead things off. He's 0 for 2, a pop out and a ground out. Kafka, the rising junior at Oregon. The Duck from Walnut Creek, California. First pitch to McLean. Breaking ball on the inside corner, 0-1. Kafka, 6'4", 212 pounds, a right-handed pitcher. Deals from the windup, the 0-1. Check swing, taken downstairs, look down to first. Did he go? No, he did not. 1-1. Ryan DeMar, the first base umpire. Timothy Carey calling the balls and the strikes. Jeffrey Merzel, the third base umpire. 1-1 the count to McLean. The pitch. Bounces off the glove of Cardenas. Rolls to the backstop, 2-1. Pretty night here at Red Wilson Field. About 72 degrees now. The 2-1. Chopped, left side of the infield. Young charges, fires to first in time. Chest high to retire Matt McLean for the first out. 1 away. It was very hot not too long ago.
The shortstop from the University of
But
Kansas
has since cooled
Semmes.
as time has progressed. Funny how weather does that. Sun beginning to set behind the press box to our left. First pitch to Benjamin Semmes, taken at his feet, 1 ball and no strikes. Semmes 1 for 2. He singled in the 4th, but was left on base in the 4th inning. 1-1 the score. 1 away, nobody on. Top of the 6th. The pitch to Semmes. Bounce right off of Kafka, and it skips to the left of the mound. Benjamin Semmes is going to beat it out, no throw from King, who charged in from third. And so a runner's on first with 1 away for the Gatemen.
And that should be a single for Semmes. It is. He's got 2 hits, and both have been kind of just ground ball singles. That ball was hit hard and just hit right off of the mound and trickled to the left. First one was a ground ball right-sided and went off the glove of Samuelson, but again, it was hard hit. He did enough for the hit, and he's got a multi-hit day.
Dallas Beaver, the new batter, looking for his first hit. Trying to snap an 0 for 8 skid. Reach base on a walk in the 2nd inning. Runner on first, 1 away. First pitch, breaking ball. Taking first strike, 0-1. Dallas Beaver, the DH, batting 7th for the Gatemen tonight. Played some third, played some catcher, made 23 starts at catcher at the University of Central Florida. Rocketed out to right center field, drifting over is Wells, and it's off the wall. Wells lets it bounce right back to him. Dallas Beaver digging for second, throw over to second, not in time for the sliding Beaver. Benjamin Semmes stops at third, 2 in scoring position with 1 away.
First double of the year for Beaver. We know he has power. We haven't quite seen it this summer. And there's his 7th hit, his first double. And this is the best chance that the Gatemen have had to take the lead all afternoon. All evening, I should say.
Mike Antico 0 for 1. He's the new batter with 2 in scoring position. 6 hits tonight for Wareham, but just 1 run across. Let's see if they can capitalize. Antico 0 for 1. He popped out in the 4th. He reached base on a walk and was left on base in the 2nd. has a little chit-chat with Jerry Weinstein before stepping into the batter's box. Benjamin Sims at third, Dallas Beaver at second. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. First pitch on the way from Kafka. Takes a long look in, gets his sign from Cardenas. Comes set at the belt. Kicks, fires the pitch. On the outside corner, 0-1. This is a Gatemen team that has struggled to score runs over the last 3 games, only 5 across over their last 3 games. Over the previous 3, they scored 28 combined runs. Has since gone ice cold. Looking to break the tie. Pitch downstairs to Antico, 1-1. Gatemen coming off a 6-1 loss to Bourne yesterday. Game where Cam Guangarena went 2 for 3, snapping an 0 for 13 stretch and a 1 for an 18 stretch, but he's not in the lineup tonight. The 1-1. Slapped foul down the first base line, 1-2. Gatemen still first in the Western Division, 9-7-1 the record this season. Facing a Red Sox team that is 9-6-1. Tied for second with Chatham in the East Division. Y-D got the best of Wareham in the first meeting. The 1-2. Taken inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Benjamin Sims went 3 for 4 in that 10-3 loss at BC High earlier this season. He's standing on third base. Dallas Beaver at second. 1 away. Kafka from the belt. The 2-2. Downstairs, ball 3. Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. These two teams mirror each other, not only with their records, but with their offensive production. But knotted at a 1-1 tie right now in the 6th. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Big strikeout for Kafka with 2 in scoring position. That's the second out at the top of the 6th.
You said it, my friend. Big strikeout, as all Antico had to do there was put a ball semi-deep in the outfield and would have brought in the go-ahead run. Now it's up to Rudick to keep the inning alive.
Chance for Matt Rudick to snap a bit of a slump. Entering this ball game, batting an even 200 on the season. 0 for 2 tonight. Runners on second and third. Kafka will buy some time. Rudick last summer played for the Northwoods League of the Wilmer Stingers. .325 batting average, 3 homers, 29 RBIs. 0 for his last 11, hitless in his last 3 games. First pitch to him. Here it is. Check swing, taken for a strike, 0-1. Matt Rudick, the birthday boy, turned 21 today. As did my grandmother, Judith Karp. She is also 21. Times 4. The pitch. Rolled foul down the first base line. 0-2. Benjamin Sims off third. Dallas Beaver off second. The pitch. Taken outside, throw down to third. Not in time to get Sims. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Rudick. And Cardenas will talk to his relief pitcher, Kafka. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count with 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. Gatemen looking to break the 1-1 tie. Conference complete. 6 hits for the Gatemen. One and 2 the count. The pitch to Rudick. Taken downstairs, 2-2. Braden Ward would be next. Matt Rudick, the rising junior at San Diego State University, batted .320 this season, 28 RBIs, 30 walks, compared to just 20 strikeouts. An on-base percentage of .430. The 2-2. Tapped on the ground, left side, charging at it the shortstop. Young goes to first in time to retire Matt Rudick and retire the side. Gatemen had an opportunity. They leave 2 stranded. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. After 5.5, we're still knotted at 1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
University of South Carolina.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Noah Campbell, Austin Wells, Riley King, the 3 due up. Levi Prater back on the mound for Wareham. Jonah Karp welcoming in familiar face, Javik Blake on the broadcast.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Noah Campbell 0 for 2. First pitch to him. Waved at and missed, 0-1. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty
Good to
solid.
hear.
Yeah, it's a nice night.
Beautiful night for baseball here. The sun setting a little bit behind home plate, but
The 0-1. Broken bat, Tapper down to short, picked up by Sems, charging in, fires to first in time to retire Campbell. First out.
I am continually impressed with Jacob Teeter every time he picks a ball at first base. It's almost like Joey Votto over there. Anything near him, he picks out of the dirt, and that is a very tough thing to do, and he seemed to have mastered it time and time again. It's impressive watching him in the field every night in and night out.
The way he's been hitting, too. Very Joey Votto-esque.
Very. He's getting on base, getting a high OBP, which Joey Votto is loving.
First pitch to Austin Wells, sits inside one ball, no strikes.
And another thing, he hasn't popped out to first base yet. That was a stat
How
that
about
Joey Votto held for, I believe it was 5,300 some odd plate appearances.
Cut on and missed, 1-1.
Without popping out to first base before he finally did it this year.
One of those stats you never know you need it in your life. But once you hear it, didn't know you could live without it. Swung on and missed. A pitch in the dirt, 1-2.
He's very much similar to Joey Votto. Has the same personality, likes going out there and having fun. Great defensive specialist. Gets on base a ton at the plate. The parallels can be drawn.
Both look good in red.
Very true.
Nobody out, one away. The 1-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Second time tonight, Austin Wells has gone down on strikes, 2 away. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 gone.
Great fastball there in the outside corner. Nothing he could do about that one.
Nobody on base, now 2 away. The cleanup man, Riley King, the new batter, 1 for 2. First pitch to him. Slapped foul down the first base line, 0-1.
And he's continuously working away from the lefty into the right-handed batter. We already saw one shattered bat. Riley King there having to step out of the box where he just his batting gloves, make sure his bat wasn't broken as well.
The 0-1 sits upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Jonah, it's not like we've seen anything other than a fastball so far tonight.
The 1-1. Taken low and in, 2 balls and 1 strike.
And just as I say that, he throws a slider going right to left across the plate, but he's got a good mix of pitches so far tonight, and he's working effectively.
And we're not too far away from the mound. Maybe he heard you. The 2-1. Cracked in the air, out to left field, chasing Antico back, still back. He looks up, that ball is gone. Riley King goes yard with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. That breaks the tie. Red Sox up 2-1. Are they going to say he didn't go out? I think are they going to wave it off?
I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but they might be calling it a ground rule double.
The first baseman.
Holy moly. Everyone and their mother thought that ball was out.
The fence is 12 feet tall. I'm not exactly sure how that hopped over, but nonetheless, Jeffrey Merzel thought it hopped over, so he'll stay at second base. And if you're doing your scorebook at home, well, hopefully you're doing it in pencil.
I am not. A runner on second with 2 away. First double of the season for Riley King. We'll get a pinch hitter. Riley Terada in for Jack Wolds. Back-to-back Rileys in the order now. Terada in the box with King off second.
And now he gets a chance to try and break the lead here, or break the tie and give Y-D the lead.
Look back to second base. Check swing, taken upstairs. He didn't go. 1 ball, no strikes to Terada.
And Terada, he's been struggling on this season, just 6 for 36. That goes out to a 158 average. But of the 6 hits, 4 of them doubles.
Right down Broadway, 1-1.
So more doubles than singles. 5 RBIs as well, 4 walks, but 12 strikeouts as well. An OPS of just 536. Not exactly the numbers that you want, but the 4 doubles, well, 1 here, we're getting a run.
A 1-1 waved at and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Levi Prater trying to keep this game tied at 1.
Prater's got him exactly where he wants him. Terada's swing, he's looking to elevate that pitch every single time he's swung. But let's see what he goes with.
The 1-2 just misses the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And I'm thinking he's trying to get him chased with that fastball there. Last time we kept talking about his fastball, he threw his slider, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to backdoor a slider just an inch or 2 off into that left-handed batter's box.
2-2 the count, runner off second. The pitch to Terada, sits low and in, 3-2.
And if you walk Terada, it doesn't get any easier. Andrew Eister standing on deck, a 325 average, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 tonight, but he definitely has that power.
Payoff pitch upcoming. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. The pitch from Prater. Upstairs, ball 4. A full count walk to Riley Terada. And we have King off second base, Terada off first base with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th.
Something we're not used to from Prater is missing high and wide, and he did it twice in that AB. Just a little something with his release point, not a hard fix. He's just releasing the ball too far a bit outside. If he gets it in front of him, release it in front of him, you'll see that one get back over the plate. That one in the dirt, you have to think, maybe tried to overcorrect it just a bit too much.
Andrew Eister, the new batter. First pitch to him. Taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Eister grounded into a double play to end the 4th. Good opportunity for the Red Sox to take the lead after tying it at 1 in the 4th inning. Grounded into a 5-2-6 double play. Tapper down the first base line. That's a fair ball picked up by Del Castillo. Goes to first in time to retire the side. Just a half swing from Andrew Eister. Acts as a bunt, and it stayed right in front of Del Castillo, who ends the inning. Red Sox leave 2 on base in the bottom of the 6th. No runs on a hit and 2 men left. After 6, we're tied at 1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club house that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cullen Gafka back on the mound to start the top of the 7th inning. Gatemen and Red Sox tied at 1. Back to the top of the order for Wareham. Braden Moore, Darren Baker, Jacob Teeter. The 3 due up. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Ward looking for his first hit of the night. 0 for 3. First pitch. Sits away. 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch from Kafka. Cut on and missed. A breaking ball, 1-1. Braden Ward from the University of Washington. '19 Pac-12 honorable mention. Batted .312 this year. Squares to bunt. Goes around. 1-2. Gatemen at 9-7-1 this season. Tops in the Western Division. Katuitt behind them, 8-7-2. Then there's Bourne, Falmouth, and Hyannis to round out the Western Division standings. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ward. Gatemen won it all last year. 8th time in their history they won the CCBL title. The 2-2. Downstairs, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 28 times in the modern era, a defending champion has repeated the following year. It's over a third of the time in 74 years of the modern era in Cape Cod League. Red Sox have had good seasons. The payoff pitch is hit on the ground, right side of the infield, picked up by Terada, the new second baseman, tosses to first in time to get the speedy Braden Ward. 1 away. Terada came in for Samuelson.
The second baseman from the University
And immediately sees action, gets the first out.
The official substitution is Terada came in for Thomas Wold at first. Samuelson moves over to first base. So Samuelson playing first, Terada at second for Y-D.
Baker squares to bunt, lays a beauty down the third base line, hustling it out, and there's going to be no throw. King charged in, bobbled it, but I'm not sure he would have gotten Darren Baker. Second hit of the night for Darren Baker. Second consecutive multi-hit game. Now bring up Jacob Teeter with 1 away and a runner on first.
And Darren Baker, after his 5th multi-hit game last night, has 2 hits tonight. Make it 6. Another 2 for 4 night for Baker.
Baker at first. Top of the 7th, a 1-1 score. Teeter responsible for the only run across for the Gatemen. Solo shot back in the 3rd. First pitch to him. Taken at the knee, strike one.
And I will say, despite only 1 run for Wareham, 7 hits already in this ball game. Get a few more hits across here late. And the offense has woken up today.
Throw back to first. Baker back to the bag. Count holds at 0-1 to Teeter. Last year, the Red Sox went 27-12. Fell to Brewster in the Eastern Division semis. Brewster was 14 games under 500. The Red Sox were 15 games over 500. Pitched downstairs 1-1. And yet they were swept in the Eastern Division semis, despite leading the league in just about every offensive category. Batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, OPS, hits, RBIs, total bases, sac flies. Throw back to first. Baker back to the bag. They also had the second best ERA behind Falmouth last year. Just an overall solid team. Bad luck in the postseason. Another throw back to first. Baker back to the bag. The count holding. And 1 ball and 1 strike.
Baker's got a big lead over there at first. I think he actually might have been going on the first pickoff attempt. He had taken an extra step the other way. Good job to dive back safely.
Another throw back to first. Well, Kafka paying a lot of attention to Darren Baker. Count still at 1 ball and 1 strike to Jacob Teeter. The Y-D Red Sox have a long history, and they're littered with former MLB players, stars. Chris Sale, Craig Biggio, Buster Posey, to name a few. Breaking ball over the outer half, 1-2. Philip Humber played for the Mets, played for the White Sox, pitched a perfect game for the White Sox. Didn't pitch so well for the Mets. Adrian Del Castillo would be next. Runner on first, 1 away. The 1-2 to Teeter. Ripped foul down the first baseline. We'll do it again. 6 Y-D alumni was drafted in the first 4 rounds of this past draft. 12 Cape Cod League alumni are slated to play in this coming All-Star game, including Walker Buehler for Y-D, George Springer for Wareham. 1-2 the count. The pitch upstairs, way high. Jacob Teeter watches it fly, 2-2.
And that might have been a pitch out. That was interesting. Cardenas was already up out of his crouch before that ball was even thrown. And on a 1-2 count with a pitch to waste, I think they might have been trying to catch Baker going there.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count to Jacob Teeter. 1 away, runner on first. Baker takes off, fouled off. Trickles to the right side of home plate. We'll do it again. Y-D trying to bounce back from a 15-1 loss to Chatham yesterday. They had won 5 of their previous 6. Still a pretty good offense. 129 hits this season. That's second to only Wareham. 84 runs scored, second to Cotuit. The 2-2. Baker takes off again. Pitch outside. Throw down to second's a pretty good one. And it gets Darren Baker. Cardenas with a cannon. Makes a strong throw down to second. A 3-ball, 2-strike count to Jacob Teeter with now nobody on base and 2 away.
And Baker didn't get a good jump on that one. He got a good jump the first time the pitch Teeter fouled off. I think he would have been safe. There, he did not get a good jump. And that's unfortunate for Wareham.
The payoff pitch from Kafka. Downstairs, ball 4. And Jacob Teeter reaches base on a 2-out walk.
The catcher from Miami University,
He was compared to Joey Votto by Javik Blake in the last half inning. Joey Votto knows how to get on base. Jacob Teeter showing off his on-base percentage skills as well. Adrian Del Castillo, the new batter. He doubled in the third, 1 for 3 tonight. Flew out to end the first, struck out to end the fifth. Trying to keep this inning alive. 1-1 the score. First pitch to him. Taken downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Jacob Teeter at first base doesn't have a whole lot of speed. 2 away in the inning. Lifted in the air out to right field, not very deep. Beasley ranging under it. And Circles makes the catch to retire the side. Adrian Del Castillo flies out to end the inning. And we've hit stretch time here at Red Wilson Field. No runs on a hit. 1 man left in the top of the 7th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network, tied at 1.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
First baseman from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, Tate Samuelson.
Bottom third of the order coming up for the Y-D Red Sox. Tie ball game at 1. Levi Prater back on the mound for Wareham. Tate Samuelson, Brad Beasley, Noah Cardenas, the 3 due up. First pitch downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Prater in for his 3rd straight inning. Came in for Brandon Fott, who went the first 4. The 1-1 cut on and missed. That was a 1-0. Now it's 1-1. Prater working quickly, lifted in the air, out to left field, chasing Antico back, still back. He looks up. That ball is out of here. Tate Samuelson goes yard, and that breaks the tie. Y-D up 2-1.
Prater leaves the pitch, middle of the zone, and Samuelson makes him pay. That's his first home run of the summer. That's a hard pill to swallow right there in a game in where, again, despite the 7 hits, Wareham only 1 run across.
First run since the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Brad Beasley. Taking over the outside corner, 0-1. Beasley 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Prater now working quickly back into the motion. Fires a pitch over the outside corner, 0-2. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Prater deals. Fires one downstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Noah Cardenas on deck. The pitch. Breaking ball sits outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beasley flew out to right field in the third. Prater back into the windup, bounces one in front of the plate. 3-2. Just 5 hits tonight for the Red Sox, but they lead the Gatemen 2-1. Gatemen with 7 hits. Pitch low and in, ball 4. Prater got ahead, 0-2. But Brad Beasley patient in the batter's box.
Yeah, honestly, the last 4 pitches weren't close. Trying to get him to chase 1, even 2 pitches, fine. But Prater stayed in that fast pace groove he was in. And all 4 of those pitches were way off the plate.
Runner at first base, still nobody out, and the throw back to first sails high of the glove of Jacob Teeter and all the way into the dugout. Brad Beasley makes it safely at second base. Just trots over to the second base bag. Now runner in scoring position. 1 run home in the inning, still nobody out. And Prater's trying to keep this game from unraveling. Jerry Weinstein's going to go talk to him. Still awaiting the first pitch to Noah Cardenas. This is the second appearance for Levi Prater. Was rock solid against Chatham. He started that game and in relief here was solid through the first 2 innings that he pitched and is all of a sudden starting to struggle. Austin Weiermiller warming up in the bullpen. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you from Red Wilson Field. It was a 5 o'clock start, well, a little after 5. Michael Webb also warming up in the bullpen. Meeting complete on the mound. So we await the first pitch to the number 9 man, Noah Cardenas. Wyatt Young in the on-deck circle.
And you mentioned just how quickly this has happened. I mean, Samuelson's home run, you get ahead 0-2 real quick, and because of the fast pace, about a minute later, it was a walk to Beasley and then the error.
Bunted down the first base line. Prater off the mound, fires to first in time to retire Cardenas as Beasley moves over to third, 1 away.
Sacrifice bunt does his job. And now Y-D has an insurance run on third base with only 1 down.
And the new batter is Wyatt Young, one of the best in the Cape League, guy you'd want at bat in this situation. 1 away. Bottom of the 7th, Y-D with a 2-1 advantage. All 4 infielders shaded in on the edge of the infield grass. Left on left matchup, first pitch to Young, ground ball, right side of the infield, through for a base hit. Young stops at first, Beasley comes home to score, and the Red Sox take a 3-1 lead with 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Darren Baker at second knew it right away. No shot at it for anyone, Teeter or Baker on the right side of the infield. Young does his job, and instead, that's where bringing the infield in, well, you have to in that situation, but it hurts you. If that's a normal situation, that's an easy ground out.
Noah Campbell, the new batter, runner at first, still 1 away. Young takes off, and he's caught in a pickle. Throw down to second is in time to nab Wyatt Young. Prater saw it all the way, through to Teeter. Teeter tossed him out. And now there's 2 away, nobody on base.
Such a good move from Prater. He probably has the best move on this Gatemen team.
First pitch to Campbell, sits downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Campbell looking for his first hit, he's 0 for 3. Rips one on the right side of the infield. Baker waits, picks it up, fires to first in time to retire Noah Campbell and retire the side. Not before the Red Sox score twice and break the tie. They're up 3-1 after 2 hits. 2 runs on 2 hits, nobody left on after 7. Red Sox on top 3-1. Gabe Genovesi with the call when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Stick around.
Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
We head to the 8th here in Y-D. Y-D Red Sox 3, Wareham Gatemen 1. The Gatemen with some work to do down to their final 6 outs. Matt McLean, Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver, 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here in the 8th for the Gatemen. Colin Kafka back out for his 3rd inning of work out of the pen. Kafka, the righty, first pitch to the righty McLean. Breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 1. 1 run on 7 hits thus far for Wareham. 3 runs on just 6 hits for Y-D. The 0-1. Breaking ball low in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. It was 1 run in the top of the 3rd inning on a solo home run from Jacob Teeter to get the Gatemen on the board. The Red Sox answered in the bottom of the 4th with a run to tie it, and then 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Just last half inning. 1-1 high and inside. McLean ducks out of the way. 2-1. It was a solo home run from Tate Samuelson and then an RBI single from Wyatt Young to give the Red Sox a 3-1 lead. McLean 0 for 3 tonight. Popped out to short in the 2nd. Grounded out to Samuelson at second base in the 3rd. The 2-1. Chop towards short. Young charges, gloves, throws to first in time. McLean made it close, but throw beats him by about a half a step. 1 away here in the 8th.
The shortstop from the University
and that'll bring up Benjamin Sems for the Gatemen. Sems 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles. 1 an infield single, 1 a ground ball that just trickled into right field past the glove of Samuelson at second base. And now the Kansas Jayhawk slaps and fouls one off down the left field line. 0-1. This is Sems' 3rd multi-hit game of the season. Came in a .324 hitter. It's top 10 in the Cape Cod Baseball League. The 0-1. Just catches the outside corner, 0-2. Sems doesn't like the call. Wareham needs base runners. Down 3-1 here in the 8th. The 0-2 to Sems. Foul tipped back into the mid of Cardenas. He held on to it, strike 3. That's just the 2nd strikeout for Kafka, but 2 away here in the 8th.
Designated hitter from the University
and that'll bring up Dallas Beaver for Wareham. Beaver steps into center stage, 1 for 2 with the walk today. Walked in the 2nd, flew out to Wells in center field in the 4th. Doubled in the 6th. The first pitch. Catches outside corner at the knees, 0-1. That was Beaver's first double of the year. His last time up. And the 0-1. Low in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mike Antico awaits on deck for the Gatemen. Antico 0 for 2 with the walk today as well. The 1-1. Down low. Hit the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Beaver was hitless in his last 2 games, 0 for 7 coming into today. Before that double in the 6th. The 2-1. Low, fastball. 3 balls and a strike. Walk here brings up the tying run for the Gatemen. Wareham trying to avoid back-to-back losses. Holding first place by a point in the Western Division over Katuitt. 3-1, Beaver chased ball 4. Foul tipped it back into the mid of Cardenas. It was down low. Count runs full. Two down, top of the 8th. Gatemen trail 3-1. The 3-2 pitch. Misses just outside. Cardenas thought it was strike 3. The catcher started jogging toward the dugout. Instead, Beaver draws the walk.
The right fielder from St.
And now the tying run, represented by Mike Antico at the plate.
Let's give you a scoreboard update from around the league. Katuitt leading Bourne right now 2-1.
Not
big game.
Yeah, not good for Gatemen fans. That result holds. This result holds. Wareham will fall out of first place in the West. First pitch to the lefty, Antico. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-1. That was pitch number 50 for Kafka. He sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 0-1 to Antico. Swing and a miss. Off balance on a breaking ball. 0-2. Wareham trails by 2, top of the 8th, 2 outs. Beaver on first. The 0-2 pitch to Antico. Fastball paints the outside edge, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 of the night for Kafka. Antico goes down looking. No runs on no hits. 1 left to board for the Gatemen. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 3-1 the Red Sox lead. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod.
So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
To the bottom of the 8th we go here in Y-D. Austin Wells, Riley King, Riley Tirada. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for Y-D here in the 8th. 3-1, the Red Sox lead over the Gatemen. Michael Webb into pitch for the Gatemen, and a pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. Gatemen need 3 outs here in the 8th, and then they need some 9th inning magic to keep this game alive. First pitch from Webb on the, just misses off the outside corner. 1-0. Webb in his 1 appearance this summer at Katuitt a few days ago. 11-3 loss for the Gatemen. 2 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, as that's a single into right field past the diving glove of Teeter. Austin Wells has a 2-hit day, leadoff single here in the 8th, and in steps Riley King.
Michael Webb's numbers at Rhode Island College this season. 76 innings pitched, 53 hits allowed, walked 20, struck out 100. That's a strikeout per 9 inning rate of 11.8. 2.71 ERA.
Wow.
Yeah, wow indeed.
Riley King, a multi-hit day today. He's 2 for 3 already as Webb paints the outside corner with a fastball. King grounded out to Sems at shortstop in the 1st, and then singled in the 4th, doubled in the 6th. Webb throws over to 1st, diving back safely is Wells. Wells a threat to steal, 6 for 6 this summer. Webb sets on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Webb works fairly slow. A deep breath. The 1-1. Popped him up. Will it stay in play? Foul territory down the right field line. No, it will not. Foul ball, 1-2. King, the Georgia Bulldog. Rhode Island College, where Michael Webb plays, a D3 school. Throw over to 1st, back safely. Goes Wells. This is King's 3rd multi-hit day. Just his 10th game with Y-D. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good breaking ball from Michael Webb, his first strikeout, and the strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to alexmelaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away here in the 8th. Wells on 1st, 3-1, the Red Sox lead over the Gatemen. And Riley Tirada steps in. Tirada came into the game for Jack Thomas Wold in the 6th. He walked his first time up. First pitch to the Dayton Flyer. Runner going, chop towards 2nd. Baker was moving towards 2nd, has to come the other way. Flips to 1st in time. Wells moves to 2nd. Tirada's retired on a 4-3 putout. But the change of direction from Darren Baker might have saved a base hit.
Smooth like butter.
Now batting from LSU,
and in steps Andrew Eister. Excuse me, we're going to get a pinch hitter, Gavin Dugas. First pitch to him. Fastball on the inside corner at the knees. 0-1. So Wells is in scoring position. Red Sox already up 3-1. Michael Webb trying to prevent an insurance run from coming across. Dugas is just 1 for 8 this season. 0-1, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, 0-2. 1 for 8 in his first 5 games with Y-D, 5 strikeouts. His lone hit came June 26th at Harwich. Webb sets, checks second, unleashes the 0-2. Fastball just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, Timothy Carey's had a tight strike zone all game.
Webb sets and now steps off. Wareham can't afford to let any more come across. The 1-2. Foul. Tapped. Back behind home plate. Count stays 1-2. Dugas 0 for 2 at Chatham. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch at Chatham yesterday. Now the 1-2. Fastball high and away. Count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Definitely not an everyday guy for Y-D. Played yesterday, before that, and played for a couple of days, June 29th, and then I mentioned the lone hit June 26th. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Took something off of it. Second strikeout in the 8th inning for Michael Webb, and the Red Sox go scoreless. The Gatemen have 3 outs to work with. They need a couple of runs. 3-1, the Red Sox lead over the Gatemen. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Left field, Austin Well. The right fielder from San Diego State University, Matt Rudick.
We head to the top of the 9th here in Y-D. 3-1, the Y-D Red Sox lead over the Wareham Gatemen. First pitch to the 9-hole, Matthew Rudick catches the outside corner, 0-1. Rudick, Braden Ward, Darren Baker, 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Gatemen, trying to rally here in the 9th, and they'll have to do it off of Taylor Dollard coming in to close this game. The 0-1 from the righty. Breaking ball right down the heart of the plate, 0-2. Dollard plays his college ball at Cal Poly, already 4 appearances this summer for Y-D. 1-0 with the save in those 4 appearances. An ERA of 0. The 0-2. Fastball outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He hasn't allowed a run in 7 1/3 innings pitched. No walks, 13 strikeouts, only 2 hits off of Dollard. He sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2 to Rudick. Fastball high, checked his swing, didn't go around, count even, 2-2. 1 run on just 7 hits tonight for Wareham off of Y-D pitching. Colin Kafka pitched the 6th, 7th, and 8th, allowed just 3 hits, no runs, struck out 3. The 2-2 to Dollard. Hard line drive, base hit, center field. Matthew Rudick with the leadoff single here in the 9th. And the tying run in Braden Ward comes to the plate for the Gatemen.
That's not a boost of confidence. I don't know what is. A struggling Matt Rudick at the plate and a dominant Trey Dollard on the mound. And Dollard loses the battle. Only the 3rd hit he's allowed this season.
In steps Braden Ward from the left side. Ward 0 for 4 today. And while it's not often you see Braden Ward go over, he's due for a hit. First pitch to him, shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball inside, 1-0. Ward's 7-game hit streak on the line right now. Hasn't had an 0 for night since Orleans, at Orleans, June 23rd. And that's his only 0 for of the season. He has a hit in 12 of 13 games he's played in this year. He's the tying run with the Gatemen down 3-1. The 1-0, shows bunt, lays it down, pops it up down the first base line. Catch made by Dollard. What a catch from the pitcher. Sliding toward the first base line. That's the first time we've seen Braden Ward pop up a bunt all summer long. 1 away here in the 9th.
Holy moly, that was athletic.
And that'll bring up Darren Baker. And I don't think Ward was trying to, lay down a sacrifice bunt or anything there. I mean, there's no point, down by 2. He was trying to bunt for a hit. First pitch to the lefty, Darren Baker. Fastball right down Main Street, 0-1. Baker 2 for 4 tonight. 2nd straight multi-hit day for Darren Baker. 6th multi-hit game of the season. Dollard sets. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball low in the dirt. Cardenas picks it out. 1-1. Baker reached on an error in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd. And then a bunt single in the 5th, single in the 7th. He's the tying run. Gatemen down 3-1, top of the 9th. 1 down, Rudick on first. The 1-1 to Baker. Fastball paints the outside corner. 1-2. Dollard looking for a 2nd save of the year. Wareham trying to avoid back-to-back losses. Stay in 1st place in the West. Dollard a deep breath, now the 1-2 delivery. Hard ground ball toward 3rd, scooped up by King. Goes to 2nd for 1, over to 1st, not in time. And the speed of Darren Baker keeps the game alive for Wareham. Rudick out at 2nd, Baker now on 1st. And in steps Jacob Teeter with the game on the line. Teeter has already struck once today. Solo home run in the 3rd. And boy, could the Gatemen use another lightning strike here in the 9th. Dollard sets. First pitch to Teeter. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. That was Teeter's only hit today. 1 for 3 with a walk. Flew out to left field in the first inning, then they had the home run. Ground out to second base in the 5th, walked in the 7th. Gatemen down to their final out. No one holding Baker on. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut at a fastball up high. 0-2, and Wareham's down to their final strike. Red Sox 3, Gatemen 1. Top of the 9th here in Y-D. Darren Baker on first. Teeter represents the tying run for the Gatemen. And he calls time. 1 run on 8 hits tonight for Wareham. A long ball here ties the game. Dollard sets the 0-2 delivery. Way high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Adrian Del Castillo awaits on deck. He's 1 for 4 with a double. Teeter the lefty, Dollard the righty. Wareham down to their final strike. The 1-2. Curveball got him on the outside corner, strike 3. Teeter hates the call. Just dropped in there.
Final score here at the
Red Sox 3, Gatemen 1, your final. Wareham drops back-to-back games and falls to 9-8-1. Y-D improves to 10-6-1. We'll get the final numbers, we'll get the final lines, and we'll be back for the Gatemen Postgame Show on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Final score from Y-D. Red Sox 3, Gatemen 1 as Wareham falls once again. Back-to-back losses. Now 9-8-1 on the season, and if Katuitt continues to be born, which they are 4-1 right now, Wareham will fall to second place in the Western Division. It just didn't go Wareham's way once again. This is now just 6 runs scored in the last 4 games for Wareham after 28 runs in the previous 3 games before that. The Gatemen just can't get timely hits, 1 run on 8 hits tonight.
And the pitching continues to be impressive for the Gatemen. It's the offensive struggles that have been concerning. They continue to get hits, but it's the inability to string hits together in the same inning that continues to be the problem. In the 3rd inning, Jacob Teeter homered, and that was the only run that came across for the Gatemen. Adrian Del Castillo hit a double right behind him, but then the inning came to an end. You fast forward ahead to the 6th inning. Benjamin Sems led things off with a single, and then Dallas Beaver hit a double right behind him, but then both were left on base. It's the inability to string hits together and get timely hits with multiple outs in the inning.
Wareham left a runner on base in every single inning tonight. 1 in the first, 2, 1-1-1, 2, 1-1-1. 11 left on base in this ball game. Errors defensively didn't help either. 3 errors tonight for the Gatemen, but it ended up only costing them 1 run. The Red Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base. And it all comes back to what you just talked about. Timely hits, stringing hits together. Wareham out-hit Y-D today and couldn't get anything on the scoreboard.
And it seems like there's a different player every night who you expect to step up and doesn't. Maybe it was my fault for picking Braden Ward as my player to watch, but he ended up going 0 for 5, perhaps his worst night at the plate.
Easily his worst night at the plate. He had only had 1 other game without a hit. He was 0 for 3 at Orleans. Ward goes 0 for 5 tonight in a game in which Wareham couldn't really put any runs across home plate. Winning pitcher tonight, Colin Kafka, he goes to 1-0 for Y-D. Levi Prater takes the loss for Wareham. He goes to 0-1. Taylor Dallard gets the save, his 2nd save of the season for Y-D in a game that lasted 2 hours and 24 minutes. We're going to take another short break here in the Gatemen Postgame Show. Addison Van Patten is going to have our post-game interview here shortly. We'll be right back on GBN.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap. Final tonight from Y-D, Red Sox 3, Gatemen 1. 1 run on just 8 hits tonight for Wareham. One of those hits, a double from Dallas Beaver, who also reached with a couple of walks. Addison Van Patten is with Beaver.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Gabe, like you said, I'm here with Dallas Beaver. 2 walks, fly out to center, and then a double, and that double was almost a home run. Walk me through that play.
It was a fastball over the middle of the plate. I was able to get the barrel out around it and able to get it over the center fielder's head. Hit off the top of the wall, which is unfortunate because it would have been a couple runs that we desperately needed. But no, it felt good coming off the bat, though, for sure.
Now, you played third base for us. You've done a little bit of DHing. You've done a little bit of catching. What have you felt like you've done so far for the Gatemen, and how are you liking your summer?
I'm enjoying it a lot. I love this place. You know, I'm really getting to know the team really well. The coaches have been phenomenal. You know, obviously we need to start winning a couple more ball games, but you know, I love bouncing around, catching third and first. I enjoy just being able to get a different view just about every game.
Now, we fall 2 losses in a row here. And tomorrow we have Brewster. What do you think we're going to do in prep tomorrow to prepare for them? Even though we beat them last time, how are we going to do that?
You know, just keep getting runners on. We just need the big hit. You know, our pitchers have been doing really well, keeping the opponent's runs down. You know, the hitters just kind of got to come through with a big hit here and there. You know, when we usually pull out and find a win, it's when we're getting big hits, and we're just not getting that big hit right now. But I'd imagine we turn it around tomorrow.
Now, like you said, we're getting those big hits every once in a while, but what is it going to take for our batters to be getting in the swing of things, getting in the mood to swing, and getting in that groove that we so need?
I mean, it's just pitch selection. You know, this is the best league for a reason. A lot of top arms up here. It's not easy. Hitting's probably one of the most difficult things to do. So, you know, we just got to have a little bit better pitch selection, get our pitch, and whenever we get it, don't miss it. And like I said, come through with that big hit that we need.
Awesome. Now, you were bummed because we sold out of donut burgers before I was able to go grab one for us to eat it. What do you think that would have been like?
I don't know. I just wanted to see you eat it. I don't know. I just wanted to see what it looked like. I've never heard of a donut burger, so I just wanted to see what it looked like. I didn't necessarily want to eat one, but, you know, I'm a little bummed I never got to see it, but I'm sure we'll be back here soon.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No.
It had cheese on it, which was the grossest part for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't know about cheese on a donut. I mean, I like donuts and I like burgers, but I don't know about them combined, especially with cheese on it, but we'll see.
All right. Thank you for chatting with me, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Addison. That was Dallas Beaver. Double a couple of walks tonight. 3-1 the final. As Jonah Karp is dying laughing next to me, and I'm just going to ignore Jonah Karp right now. 3-1 the final. 3 runs on 7 hits for Y-D. 1 run on 8 hits for Wareham as the Gatemen bats go quiet once again. We'll be back tomorrow at home at Spillane Field. Finally, seems like forever since we've been back at home. Bourne 6:45 first pitch. Any final thoughts, my friend?
Tough loss for Wareham, and it's been an offensive struggle. So we know this team can hit. We know this team can get on base. It's just a matter of putting those things together and getting back in the win column.
Once again, your final lines from tonight. 1 run on 8 hits, 3 errors for Wareham tonight, 11 left on base. Red Sox, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. 5 left on base. Colin Kafka gets the win. Levi Prater takes the loss. Taylor Dallard gets the save for Y-D. His second save in a game that lasted 2 hours and 24 minutes. We'll talk to you at 6:15 tomorrow night from Spillane Field. So long from Y-D.